let's have a look at the new bots. Roadbuster. So here he is in the showroom. So yeah, like I said, looking pretty cool. Very sandstormish, if you ask me. They're very cool. I do like this guy. I do like the look of him. I do think he looks really, really cool. And then Decepticons. We've got Halfshell. This guy I think looks even cooler. Very cool. Then Alt Form. Looks even better. Really, really cool. So, Roadbuster. So, shoot at a foe, removing their shield and dealing almost 10k damage. So, I think the idea behind this is that this guy can take out an MDS next to a shield generator. That's the idea. It can one-shot the MDS even next to a shield gen. So anything under shielding is removed. So the big question is, so we've got the MDS that shields. Is there going to be something else that shields? Is there going to be another Prime Core that shields in a way? Because they're talking the playtest that it's been a one-trick pony really. Because if once you shoot and do 10k damage for 6 ability points, 11 for a second use, you're not really going to use it twice. 17 ability points to remove both MDS. It's a lot. It is. If you make it cheaper though, it sort of eradicates base design a bit. It makes it so much easier. Right now, the big thing is about take out the MDS. Can you take out the MDS? Can you avoid Laokaiser or Computron? And can you avoid Twin Twist or Qualagon? That's the big ones. So once you bring out a bot that can just get rid of that, have we sort of ruined it a bit? And I know people will be like, oh, that'd be brilliant to be able to do that. But this makes the game again easy again. Because no matter what you put next to that shield gen, it just destroys it. But are we now making bots where we're like, if you get this new bot, the game will be easier. If you don't, the games will be very difficult. And there's nothing wrong with making the new bots desirable. I'm all for that. But what I'm not for is saying these are relevant, these new bots, so Skids, Twin Twist, this. If you've got anything else, it ain't gonna work. So, you know, Prowl can't one-shot anymore, HQ18. Jetfire can't. So as a 5-star, with a maxed G Metal Core, he can't one-shot Mortars even. Can't one-shot much. And when the shield gen gets an upgrade as part of HQ18, maybe Jetfire won't be able to one-shot even the shield gen. You know, and that worries me, that Jetfire will be totally gone from the game, them sort of one-shots. And, you know, Spaceship sort of came out and said that they wanted more bots that can combo, but this goes against that. There's no combo here. If you just removed the shield and did a bit of damage, then fair enough, you're going to combat with something else. With lower cost maybe, but to remove the shield and do a one-shot, well, you're just removing what every other bot does. And I kind of don't get it. I don't get what they're trying to do with this. Again, they're trying to either alienate bots, all of the bots beforehand, and make this all guy powerful, and take out the MDS so it's not an issue anymore. Or are they just trying to create better content and just don't see what they're doing? So put this guy down here. So you can see there, like I said, it's shielded. So it's 10k health, the MDS. But when he's shielded, it's more like 15k, something stupid. But because he negates all shields, you can see there's a lot of damage to the MDS. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hang on, Wozza. You just said this guy's designed to one-shot the MDS. But he doesn't one-shot the MDS. And that's because what they're going to do as well is bring out a G1 core, which increases his ability damage. And you will need that G1 core to one-shot the MDS, basically. So right now, as he is, when you compete in the 5-star event, you get this bot. He won't one-shot the MDS next to a shield generator. So what use has he got? I can't think of anything. A few questions in the chat was, will work against tracks? Well, no, that's not a shield. That's just smoke. So no, it's more, you know, it's more an attack. So will it work against shielded on defense? Will it work against shielded bots? Yeah, but I don't think that's where this is sort of designed towards. I think it's more designed towards attack on defenses, and specifically the MDS that's shielded. People have asked, is it designed against Twin Twist Square? No, because it only does 10k damage. So, you know, they have like 25k health, and for the cost of it, 11 ability, 6 plus 5 for 11 ability points for 2 shots, 20k health. I don't think that's not even enough. I think it's like 30k health what they have. So it's not designed around that. So it's designed for one specific use, and that is taking out the MDS next to a shield gen. But it can't do it without his G1 core, which will come later, which you'll have to chase. And that's what I don't agree with. It shouldn't be that the G1 core makes this bot good. I also understand that we do need good G1 cores, and that's where the sort of where we're talking about in testing. And we're sort of talking in testing that he's got one use, and that's it. But there's bots out there that probably do this better. You know, there's still bots that can take out the MDS next to a shield generator. But what will happen as the HQ upgrades come along? What will happen when the MDS gets an upgrade? What will happen when the shield gen gets an upgrade? I presume that'll come with HU18. It might not. I'm just being presumptuous. But if it does, this guy can no longer do anything. And he's massively irrelevant. And these people saying in the test that it's still going to be another nose cone if that happens. And because there's so many what's going to happen that Space 8 won't answer with the next upgrades on will this get an upgrade, how much is going to get upgraded. And Space 8 sort of, we can't really say that right now because it's still in testing, we're not too sure ourselves maybe. But you just test it as it is right now. But as it is right now, it's not very good. But do we want a bot that just takes out a shield generator, an MDS next to a shield generator, which sort of ruins the point of even having a shield gen? Then with this bot, you might as well put a shield gen behind the HQ still, like we used to. It's sort of switching the meta backwards, not forwards, and making base design again irrelevant. Base design's starting to come back into it again, and there's some good base designs, and we're starting to find that people dropping points on attacks because it's getting harder. But this guy just makes it a lot easier. That one job though, just that one job. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments in the chat. But yeah, not a big fan. Um, ability 11 will be a range increase. That will be the idea that you'll be able to shoot from further away, which I don't mind that. That's all right. I do like a range increase.